Regis, in terms of personnel, I think it was Romain Mundel and Adji Elise were the two that you hoped would be possibly available.
Would be the case for Romain, but not for Adji. We'll have to wait a bit, probably next week.
You mentioned after the game on Friday night there were a few things you need to look at to tweak tactically. Is that something you've been working on over the weekend?
Yes, of course. I think we did well, first of all. So the teamwork was really impressive. The focus was consistent, even through the different events we had during this game. We managed the tempo, I think, in a good way, because it was a strong atmosphere and the momentum, the crowd and so on. So I think this part was really good. Out of possession, especially during the second half, we were really efficient because, to be fair, Coventry were good with the ball. So it was a tough part of the game, but at the end we didn't concede many situations, 2 or 3 balls around the box. And we knew before that with these 2 threats with our forwards, we could damage their defense, and it was the case.
Having had conversations with a few of the coaches afterwards and leading up to the game, a couple of the players, they've all remarked on how intense the training's been over the last couple of weeks and how very, very focused everybody's been. Perhaps this last week, it's been at its most intense, one of some of the best training that you had.
Yeah, because like we said before, they switched on, and we secured so early this position in playoffs. After that, because it was impossible to chase the automatic promotion, when you are not connected with a specific goal, it's more difficult. I think we tried, but it wasn't really the case on the pitch, and it's always a question of details. So if you are not ready 100%, maybe a little bit more, you can't solve this short details on the pitch. And I think we showed at Coventry that it was different now. And it started probably 3 weeks ago. We felt during the training session that something changed. Yeah.
Knowing what the mood was like after the game on Friday night amongst the Sunderland fans who were at Coventry and coming back at the weekend, the city's buoyant, everyone's walking around wearing Sunderland tops. Have you tried to keep the players in a bit of a bubble to try and keep them grounded this weekend?
Yeah, it was the case immediately after the game. I think they were really grounded and aware that it's just half time, and it's a really positive start, I think. But we know that we knew before that we have 2 legs. So after one, nothing is done at the minute.
I know you have difficult decisions to make in terms of, certainly on Friday night, Chris Rigg and Chris Mepham not starting the games. I mean, how did they react to their situations?
Disappointed, sure, and at the same time positively as a teammate, and they were really good, as expected, and because so far in this group it was the case, and for them because they were so well connected with the squad before, and it's still the case, and they shared the ambition of the club, of the team. So we know that we can't play with only 11 players. We need 5 subs available, maybe 6 if we have to go through extra time. So it's important to have this full squad connected, even if you are disappointed if you're not in the starting lineup.
Well, the atmosphere on Friday night was electric. It was a fantastic atmosphere. You're going to get the same at home tomorrow night. I mean, is that? I know it's a bit of a cliche, but can the crowd tomorrow night act as a 12th man for you?
I hope so. Our fans at Coventry were good, really good. and we felt their support behind us. So it will be even better at Stadium of Light for sure. So it's important because these fixtures are completely different. You can feel the atmosphere in the stadiums, and these big games. It was the case maybe at Burnley. It was the case at Leeds as well, and it was the case at Coventry for the first leg. So I hope this atmosphere will be loud, will be positively connected with the scenario of the game, because anything can happen. We know that, and during the tough moments we need their support. If we have strong momentum, we need their support, because it's one of these details can make the difference.
You allowed yourself to take your mind off it at all over the weekend, or are you being fully immersed in it?
Yeah, I think it was important to recover a bit just after the game, because this game was tough, and for the players, for the staff, it was important just to rest a bit. And now, after one day, we are already connected with the next objective.
Rajesh, you're talking about the atmosphere on Friday. I would imagine the match tomorrow will be the best atmosphere we've seen all season. I think the supporters are planning a welcome along the streets as the bus arrives at the ground as well. Is that something you look forward to, and is that something that you think the players will get some energy from?
Yeah, I think so, because it shows that we are living a different moment now, and I think this club, this region, deserves to be in this mood and to live positive moments. So it's always dangerous, because you can win or you can lose, but it's the essence of this sport, and it's connected with the purpose. And if you don't feel the danger, you can expect the best, but it's possible to fail as well. So it's always on the edge, and we need every positive vibes to be connected. Yeah.
I think there was an accusation from some of the Coventry fans on Friday that perhaps Sunderland, or the players, or the fans even, were maybe over celebrating after the match, as if you felt like you were in the final.
Yeah, it wasn't the case for the players. I think it was really clear, and I was really proud of this reaction, because we didn't manage anything from the staff, so it came from themselves, and they were really aware that good start, but it doesn't mean that the result is over. We need to finish the two legs, and at the end we'll see if we are the winner or not.
And it seems to be with the playoffs, not just in the championship, but in the other divisions as well. It seems to be, strangely, the results seem to be going with the away team at the moment. I don't know if it's maybe less pressure on the away team or whatever, but that's obviously something you're going to have to be wary of tomorrow night, because you know how good Coventry are, and of course they've come to the Stadium Light and got a result already this season. Yeah,
it was the case for the first game. They are a good team, so no doubt about that subject, and they will try to find something else to beat us. So it will be an exciting challenge again, and we want to be proactive in this game rather than trying to protect something. It's really important to have this idea, to stay proactive, to stay connected with the ambition rather than trying to protect something. Yeah.
Thank you. Getting that win at Coventry, switching it on, like you were so confident the team would do after those defeats, has there been a lift psychologically with the players this week?
I hope so. We'll see, because we recovered the 3 days. But I think it was really clear that they switched on, and they were not comfortable with the defeat, because it's not the case. When you lose, the doubt is always on the edge, underneath. You don't know where exactly. But they were confident from the big games we had before. Not only this season, it was the case the season before as well. And this experience, I think, is really important for this fixture because you built something before, and when you need to connect for these important games, I think this experience is really useful. Yeah.
You said previously that you'd spoken to others about playoff experiences in the past, having not gone through it yourself. Have some of their advice, has that made a difference to what you've done and how you approach this?
Not really. I think it highlighted probably the idea that details will make the difference. So it's really important to be strong out of position, to be well organized, to be consistent, no complacency, no matter the events, the positive or negative. And it's more about mistakes. Maybe one creative player can create a difference sometimes, but it's often very tight games. So it wasn't a surprise for me, but it's still important to have this idea in our mind, because these games are probably different, and the players were ready for that. So it was an easy task for me to say that we have to be really consistent, ready for the fight, and well connected as a unit, as a team, because we showed it before. So it was just we'll do it again.
And just finally for me, as you said, it's not job done yet, it's half time, but do you take a sense of pride of what you managed to achieve this season with this incredibly young team within touching distance now of a playoff final?
Yeah, I think it's important because after the last period, it's always possible to have a different view about the season. So this game, I think, was really important to say this is Sunderland. They played so well this season. They earned this fourth position early, so it's not just being lucky. You have to win every single point. And obviously the last part was more difficult, but we knew exactly why. But when you lose, criticism is always on the edge, and you have to accept that. So this game at Coventry is like a symbol about the whole season. This is Sunderland now reset, because we'll have another game at home, a tough game, and it's not finished. So we'll see early.
Thank you, good luck.
Thank you.
Hi, Louise. What kind of differences are you expecting from Coventry tomorrow after the change?
I think in this fixture you are the best version of yourself when you play your game. So we don't know about their choices, and what we can control is only about us, and we play with our strength, with our identity. But anything is possible. I think if they play their own style of play, they are more dangerous than trying something else. But we'll see, because they play like that, and they switch their dynamic because of their qualities. And so I expect a better version of Coventry in this way of playing, but they can try something else. It's still possible, and we will be ready to adapt if it's needed. So we'll see.
How much does that late goal make the difference to your approach this week? Obviously going in not level anymore, but actually protecting a lead in this game?
For me, nothing. In my mind, we have to win this game. We have to start like the first game with exactly the same mindset, because in this kind of event, I think unpredictability is everywhere. So if you try to protect something, it's not the good mindset. So be proactive, try to win this game with the same idea, and we'll see at the end.
And finally, we've touched on it a little bit before, the fans are going to be so important tomorrow. If you had a message for them, what would it be?
Keep the same idea, because they were connected with us all the full season. So no reason to be disconnected for that fixture. I think it won't be the case. What I think what is really important is to stay connected with the scenario, and maybe the worst case scenario, it's still possible. So till the end, we'll fight. And if they are with us, it's even better.
Thank you. Good luck.
Regis, I presume simply by just scoring and winning and regaining that feeling after you've had that poor before, you mentioned, that in itself is just a relief for you and the players.
Yeah, absolutely. This season was so long, 48 games, 47 games in the championship with the first leg, that it's really impossible to maintain the same level all the season. So even especially with a young team, so when you struggle a bit, it's still difficult to realize how good you were before, because we forget very quickly the good experiences, because the bad are always stronger. It's always the case. And to be able to switch on like we did at Coventry, show the strength of the team, the squad, and I think it highlights the whole season. Now, I say it again, we have to finish the work.
Given that you were away in the first leg, the onus was perhaps on Coventry a bit more to come out and attack you and get the advantage once they had that home advantage. Will it be the opposite tomorrow, or will, because you've got that advantage going into this game, it be a little bit different?
No, for me, we have to be proactive. We have to have this mindset. We want to win this game. And obviously for Coventry, they will be in another position. They have to chase something. So sometimes in this position, it's even an advantage, because you don't have to ask too many questions. You have to win. So they will take risks. They will try to score. They will try to switch the dynamic. And for us, we'll have to be ready.
And just looking at you yourself, how confident are you? Because of course, if you're confident, that will rub off on your players.
Yeah, absolutely. I was confident before the first leg, but after that you have to achieve in reality what you expect. And football is still unpredictable, I repeat. So even if you are strong, you can lose. It's possible. But at the end of this game, we have to be in the position with no regrets, and I think it's the best position at the end.
And just finally, aside from you, yes, it's been mentioned how young your squad is, but there are leaders amongst it. I presume this is the time for them to stand up and push everyone else along.
Yeah, absolutely. I think experience is always useful, but some young players can make sometimes incredible performances. And if you look at the Champions League, for example, PSG are really young, but they are playing so well. So the question of the balance of the team, I think, is central, and I think we have a good balance here in Sunderland.